Imagine running on a treadmill, and no matter how fast you go, the floor beneath your feet keeps moving faster than you do. You sprint, you push, you break a sweat, and yet somehow you're not getting anywhere. You feel your heart racing, your legs burning, and the frustration growing with every step. You work harder, spend more hours, skip meals, and even take on extra jobs, but no matter how much effort you put in, the finish line keeps moving further away. This is not a story about laziness, failure, or bad choices. This is the harsh reality for most people in today's financial system. Most people will never catch up, no matter how hard they try, and that is a truth few are willing to confront. It's easy to think that if you just worked harder, if you just tried a little longer, everything would fall into place. For decades, we were told that hard work equals success, that if you stayed disciplined, avoided distractions, and remained focused, wealth would naturally follow. And to some degree, that may have been true decades ago. But the world has changed, and the rules of the game have changed with it. Today, effort alone is not enough. Even when you're putting in everything you have, the finish line moves faster than your legs can carry you. Let me take you back a few decades. Life used to be simpler. One job, one paycheck, one household to manage. Progress was slower, yes, but it was predictable. A person could rise steadily, earn enough to support a family, pay the bills, and even save a little. Costs were manageable. Housing, food, healthcare, these were expenses you could plan for. Money moved at a pace that humans could handle. Time and effort aligned in a fair rhythm. A dollar earned could cover life's essentials and even allow for growth. Back then, the system rewarded discipline, consistency, and loyalty. You could climb the ladder without needing insider knowledge or special privileges. You could succeed through sheer willpower, and it was a game most people could understand and navigate. But that world no longer exists. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the rules began to shift. Wages stagnated. Prices for essentials skyrocketed. Housing markets became competitive to the point of absurdity. Education costs surged. Healthcare bills drained what little savings existed. At the same time, opportunities to grow wealth through investments, assets, and capital gains began to favor a select few. Those who already had money found it easier to multiply their wealth. Money began to work for the rich in ways that it never worked for ordinary people. And for the rest, effort became a treadmill. The harder you ran, the faster the gap grew. Everyday life now feels like an endless chase. You work a full-time job, often with overtime. You pick up side hustles, freelancing gigs, and freelance projects. You save diligently, cut expenses, and avoid indulgences. And yet, bills pile up faster than you can pay them. Debt quietly accumulates through credit cards, loans, and buy now, pay later schemes, promising relief but delivering a heavier burden. Every payment barely touches the principal, interest compounds, and slowly but surely financial freedom drifts out of reach. It's a trap disguised as opportunity, a treadmill where you run endlessly but never arrive. Social media adds a layer of illusion to the struggle. Everywhere you look, friends, colleagues, and influencers seem to be living perfect lives. Expensive vacations, new cars, luxury homes, and seemingly endless freedom dominate your feed. The contrast is stark. While you struggle to make ends meet, the curated success of others blares like a constant reminder that you are behind. And it's not just social pressure, it's psychological pressure. Seeing others succeed amplifies your anxiety and pushes you to chase faster, work harder, and take more risks that might not even pay off. The combination of debt, stagnant wages, rising costs, and social pressure creates a perfect storm. It's exhausting. You push harder, taking on extra jobs and working longer hours. You sacrifice sleep, relationships, and personal well-being in an attempt to keep up. You might even convince yourself that the problem is your own lack of effort, your own inefficiency, or your own poor choices. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not your fault. You weren't slow. You weren't lazy. The game itself is tilted, and the rules were never fair. Some people were built into advantage from birth, through wealth, networks, education, or opportunity. Others were not. Debt, in particular, is one of the most insidious forces holding people back.
Every credit card balance, every student loan, every high-interest loan acts like a silent weight dragging you down. Even if you earn more, debt ensures that extra income barely reaches you. It is energy siphoned away from progress. And as debt grows, stress grows, anxiety grows, and focus diminishes. Financial growth becomes nearly impossible because the system is designed to favor those who already have a cushion. If you have money, it multiplies. If you don't, the treadmill keeps moving faster and faster. Social media compounds the problem. It creates a constant, unavoidable comparison. Even if you're financially stable, it's never enough because the feeds only show the highlights: vacations, luxury purchases, promotions, and success. Your brain naturally compares itself, generating stress and envy. The result is a perpetual feeling of inadequacy, pushing you to chase after illusions of wealth that don't belong to you. People who succeed in reality often do so quietly, without posting every detail of their life online. Meanwhile, the curated lives on screens create an expectation gap that is impossible to fill. Understanding this is liberating. The key realization is that losing doesn't mean you're incompetent. It doesn't mean you lack intelligence or ambition. Losing often means you're running a race that wasn't meant for you, in a game that is inherently skewed. Once you understand the rules, you can stop blaming yourself and start planning strategically. Effort alone will never be enough, but knowledge and strategy can give you leverage. So, what can you do? The first step is to stop chasing what isn't yours. Stop comparing your life to the highlight reels of others. Stop believing that more work alone guarantees progress. Instead, focus on defense, stability, debt management, and regaining control over your financial life. Step off the treadmill and take a moment to breathe, evaluate, and choose where your energy should go. Pay off high-interest debt first. Avoid flashy expenses and lifestyle inflation. Keep your spending predictable. This approach isn't glamorous, it's not exciting, but boring stability compounds faster than reckless effort. Stability beats speed. Financial control beats illusions of wealth. Once you stop running in the wrong direction, the pressure lifts. You regain clarity and options. Freedom doesn't come from chasing someone else's finish line. It comes from understanding your own position and acting strategically. Think of it like a game of musical chairs. Each round has fewer chairs. The real goal today isn't to outperform everyone else. It's to secure your own chair. Your chair is stability, freedom, and choice. It's the ability to make decisions without panic, to take calculated risks, and to live without constant financial anxiety. That is the victory most people overlook because they are too busy racing to keep up. Step off the treadmill. Step out of the comparison trap. Choose your pace. Take the time to build a solid foundation. Understand interest rates, inflation, investment growth, and debt impact. Learn how money works for those who already have it, and adopt the rules that favor you. You can't control the system entirely, but you can control how it affects your life. You can take control of your time, your energy, and your resources. This is the first real advantage. Knowledge gives you leverage, strategy gives you freedom, and when you combine both, effort begins to matter again, but in a smarter, safer way. You no longer chase illusions. You no longer exhaust yourself trying to match someone else's life. You focus on what actually moves the needle for you, the moves that compound over time, and the choices that build real security. The ultimate lesson is simple. Most people will never catch up because they don't see the system for what it is. They run faster, work harder, and stress longer, but they don't pause to analyze, plan, or act strategically. Freedom doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from understanding, patience, and the courage to step off the treadmill. If you take one thing from this, let it be this: your pace is yours. Your choices are yours. Step off the treadmill. Stop chasing illusions. Choose stability, knowledge, and strategic action. Build your freedom one step at a time. Don't let the system define your success. Define it for yourself. And finally, stay with this channel. We don't promise shortcuts. We don't sell instant wealth. What we provide is understanding, the tools to see the system clearly, to identify where you stand and act wisely. Understanding the rules is the first real advantage. From there, everything else is within your control. Step off the treadmill, understand the game, and claim your freedom. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe our channel to watch more informative videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon and get notification of newly uploaded videos.